Hey everybody, welcome to Kiss Corner. This is where we talk for around an hour or so about Kiss and the various incarnations of the band, all the licensing, merchandising, all the craziness going on, and even their current tour. And so with this segment, like we've been doing for the last two segments, we are going to review their albums, and we're going in chronological order. So we are going to do Dress to Kill today. So before I go too much farther, however you say that, I'm Artie Bear, and I'm one of the hosts. And we have Kevin Conrad with us. Hey, Kevin.
Hey. What's up?
And we have Taylor Grosso, who will be reading the chat. Hey, Taylor.
Hello, and hello, everybody. Feel free to join the conversation, and I will be reading the chat for you today.
And sadly, well, there's two sads, but the one is Scott will not be with us today. So we're going to be relying on Kevin's in the know, because Kevin can go deep into these things too. Scott usually has the more technical, like recording and more insighty things to the albums, which is always cool. But we're going to rely on Kevin's knowledge today until we can get Scott back into the fold. And you guys, Kevin is deathly ill. He's feeling a little bit better. So just know that Kevin somehow, you got out of bed, right? Or are you still in bed, Kevin?
No, I'm out of bed for this, for the moment anyway.
Okay, so Kevin is upright and he's at his mic. and hopefully for the next hour, Kiss Corner will not kill him. Yeah.
We got a couple people in the chat already. We got Comic Book Bob saying first, thanks for being so punctual to Kiss Corner. We got if I can get in the chat here, we got F Google. We got
F Google.
Let's see. Comic Book Bob said, Kiss touring. What happens if Paul breaks a hip?
You know what? Okay, Kevin, back me up. Didn't he already get either knee or hip replacement?
He's had a hip replacement, yeah. And that was about at least a decade ago now, I think.
All right. Well, there you go. That answers that chat.
The show goes on.
But he did not break the hip. It was a failing hip that he had to have replaced. Yes.
It was a preemptive replacement.
That's right.
In case.
That's
right. If Paul can play with his, as he put it, his disfigured ear, then he can play with anything.
Oh yeah. Well, if you can write music and you only have one ear, that's pretty badass, right?
That's true.
I mean, there's no stereo for that guy.
There isn't. We have new surround sound in the studio right now.
Oh, you guys, you want to tell the story, Taylor? Go ahead and tell the story. The reason, well, let me preface it with the reason it's not 2 o'clock today and more like 3:30 is because of what Taylor's about to tell you.
Yeah, the speaker system, I don't know what happened, if it blew out or what, it just wouldn't start. So like it was I had everything queued up to go, and maybe 5 minutes before we were going to start, it just died. It died on us like nothing.
You know what? I think it's like the preemptive Paul Stanley's hip. The system just knew it couldn't handle it. So it's like, wait, you're going to do a Kiss Corner? No, I'm going to bow out now. So you guys, we got the equivalent of Paul Stanley's hip replacement. We have a killer kick-ass system now hooked up. So Kiss Corner, at least from this standpoint, it's never sounded better.
That's for sure. So hopefully that intro came in loud and clear.
Yes. And before we get to the news section, I have to let Kevin talk about his new YouTube site. So Kevin, you want to talk a little bit about your YouTube site?
Yes. I finally, after many requests, I finally got the YouTube site up for my band, Kiss Revenge. It looks like hieroglyphics. The link. The best way I can tell you is you go to youtube.com and you do a search for Revenge-Kiss Tribute, and you'll find it.
There's also going to be a link. There's also a link in the chat here.
Yep.
Okay, good. Perfect.
Yeah, but check it out after the show. Don't go now.
So, no. So I've uploaded songs from one of our bigger shows currently. We got a promo up there as well. And as things happen for the band, we'll start uploading. If we get videos from fans of shows and that kind of thing, we're going to just keep uploading them to the site.
What do you have up? What do you have up now?
About I want to say 15, 16 tunes from one of our shows that we did. Ranging from 74 right on up to I don't know, probably late 80s of material on there. Yeah.
So is it going in chronological order? Your set?
No. So if you're looking for if you're looking for song, yeah, we got stuff like non-makeup era stuff, Not for the Innocent, Young and Wasted. Oh my God.
Okay.
You're testing me right now.
Right. Well, yeah, Kevin's not feeling well, so I didn't mean to put the spotlight on.
Yeah, I'm still a little woozy. I am on medication.
Well, from what you said, you've been sick for a long time now too, so that's the worst, man.
Yeah, Tuesday I came down with it, and I have been, today's the first day I actually feel semi-human again.
Well, I'm glad you're with us, and yeah. So if you guys don't know, Kevin Conrad is not only a brilliant comic book artist who's worked on Spawn and the Psycho Circus comics, but he is also in a Kiss cover tribute band, which is freaking amazing. You guys got to hear these guys. They're called Revenge, and Kevin just put up a killer YouTube site, so you can actually hear them and see them perform. It's audio and visual, right?
Yes, I actually had somebody sync the soundboard recording to the live video, so it looks a tad off every now and then, and trust me, there's no backing tracks. It is live.
So all of your hips are doing fine. You guys are all solid and healthy.
Yeah.
No replacement.
Just no replacement hips. No, I'm doing we're all. What is better? No, I don't know. I don't even want to go there.
Okay.
We're all helping.
Hey Kevin, this is turning into the Kevin hour. We have a killer surprise for you too that Taylor's brought in. So I'm not even going to tell you what it is. We're just going to do that as well. So
I can't wait to see.
Yeah, this will be the fun. Have Kevin react video. God, I wish we had a camera.
I know.
I do. I can put my face on here. I don't know if you really want to look at it right now, but
well, how bad do you look? You've been sick as a dog. Well, that'll be up to you. That'll be up to you. So we'll let you know before we do it, so you can make that call when that time comes. So. Anyways, I think we've BS'd enough. Do you want to get into some news, Taylor?
Yeah, let's get over here. I'm going to screen share and say it out loud so it makes it real.
You're going to shout it out loud?
Yes. All right. So this was just posted yesterday. The latest article from blabbermouth.net.
The ongoing saga about Paul.
Yeah. Kiss's Paul Stanley says he stands by his vocal performance on the End of the Road tour. Because, of course, we reported early on he was getting a lot of criticism for possibly singing to backing tracks. So, in a brand new interview with Star Tribune, Kiss frontman Paul Stanley was asked how he is taking care of his voice on the End of the Road trek. By the way, this person who wrote this refers to the End of the Road tour as the End of the Road trek every single time. It's really bizarre. So I'm not making that part up. It actually says that.
It's not Star Trek, man. This is rock and roll. It's a tour, okay?
Keep your nerd stuff out of here. In light of the fact that it has sounded diminished on many recent tours. I try not to talk to guys like you, for one, Stanley replied.
Burn!
It's hard to stay away from smoke because the arenas are filled with it, but I do shut up as much as possible and try other things. There's no denying whether you're an athlete or a singer that life goes on, and you aren't who you once were, he continued. That's life. I always say if you want to hear me sound like I did on Alive, go listen to Alive. That said, I have no problem doing what I'm doing and standing by it. The songs sound awesome. Ever since Kiss's End of the Road trek launched this month, there has been persistent online chatter, which we contributed to, about Paul allegedly singing on a backing tape. The speculation stemmed from the fact that Stanley has been struggling to hit the high notes in many of the band's classic songs for a number of years.
Okay, wait. I have to interject. Also, he had that little mishap with his hair catching on fire. Remember that? Let's not forget that little chestnut. That was a couple. Was that last Kiss or was the one before?
Yeah, there's a big cover-up about that. None of these articles want to address
yeah,
it.
you guys heard it here first that the actual Paul Stanley's hair caught on fire after one of the explosions. It was worse than the Pepsi accident with Michael Jackson. So you guys really should look into that and go a couple Kiss corners back and find out our ace reporting pretty much, right? We
make
broke
sure.
It. Yeah, we broke the story.
Make sure to
remember that was all art. That was all art. That was work.
Kevin, oh my gosh, you're such a purist, man. You want to get the facts out so straight and like so accurate. It's hilarious. I love it though.
Durakin in the chat says, in quotes, Paul can play with anything. That's what she said.
Wait, who said he could play with anything?
Durakin. Ooh, F Google just gave us a super chat for $2. Thank you, F Google.
You know what, F Google, you rock.
He says, the super chat says, like the Kiss comic, make an alternate cover with a Kiss theme for black and white.
oh shoot, we could, because it's four. We could do Whitney, Reed, Gray. And who would we do? Uncle Yi.
Uncle Yi.
Uncle Yi would be like Gene Simmons.
That would be amazing.
All right, you guys, when I get some spare time, I'm on it.
Former Skid Row singer Sebastian Bach defended Kiss against claims that the band is using pre-recorded tracks during its farewell tour, saying that Stanley sang his ass off live, which I think is pretty much what you and Kevin and Scott said about all of his performances lately. During the recent concert in California, I've seen way more obvious use of backing tracks than with Kiss, Sebastian wrote.
God bless Sebastian.
Bach's comments came just hours after Motley Crue bassist Nikki Sixx called out the band. And we read that tweet where he basically, I'll just read his tweet one more time. But
once again, was it last week's?
It was, I believe it was last week's, yeah.
Okay.
And I can't do Nikki Sixx's voice, but
you should try.
I don't even remember what it sounds like.
Do him as a hot Russian chick.
Oh God! Certain band out on the road right now. I can't do it.
No,
Putting out
any West Coast surfer dude would be Nikki Sixx.
Certain band out on the road right now, putting other bands down and saying that they are a real rock band. No background singers and other old people cranky comments, except his lead vocals are on tape. People in glass houses shouldn't like throw stones.
Dude.
So everybody assumed he was referring to Paul because of that.
Well, didn't they also say that Motley Crue has been using backup tracks for the last decade or so?
Oh, forever they've been doing it. Plus, they got, I didn't make any bones about it, but they got female backup singers up on stage too and stuff like that. So.
And then after Kiss played on NBC's America's Got Talent, which I didn't see, but we should look up.
It's not bad. Their performance isn't bad.
Last September, Stanley was asked on the Rolling Stones, by the Rolling Stone, not on the Rolling Stone, the band, if that was actually a live performance or if he had his bandmates track it earlier. He said, "What you tend to do is record it live. That way you know that everything is as it should be," he responded. "It's not like going into the studio or anything like that. It's with all the imperfections. It's live."
And you know what? TV, most of that stuff isn't live anyways. Even when they make it seem like it's live, it's not. So I think TV has a pretty rich history of doing that anyway. And like he said, I did see the performance. It does look like they're playing it live. It's just pre-recorded, but it is live.
Yeah, I think that's kind of common.
Yeah, I think it's fairly common. And actually, it's even more common probably to pre-record that stuff based on more of a studio surrounding than an actual live performance. Like those guys go in the studio and actually do some of those things.
Yeah. Nick, somebody in the chat says Black and White meets Kiss. And Durakin says, do a Queen Bohemian Rhapsody alt cover for Black and White, then call it Kiss theme to mess with people.
Well, didn't Queen did a white, what was it, Day at the Races, Night at the Opera. So they did a white and black cover. Yeah. All right. So should we get into this?
Yeah, let's start with the theme of the episode.
The thematic episode.
Ta-da!
Yeah, so we are going to review or just basically talk about it. I don't know if these are actual reviews. We don't get too critical except for Kevin, who tears these albums apart. But Man, I could not believe that you blasted Hotter Than Hell last.
Don't even go there.
If you guys didn't listen, man, Kevin just blasted, said it was one of the worst Kiss albums of all time.
Oh man.
No, I did that.
Art sparked quite a hot debate among the Kiss fans.
Yeah, because you know what? Truth hurts. That's all I have to say. Yes. So I wish we could play some of the tracks, but we'll get to that eventually. So do we want to do like last week where we just go track and see what we each think about the tracks, or should we go based on each one of us individually and go through all the tracks individually?
Yeah, I guess we could ask do you guys have like a top track and a bottom track on this album?
Okay, well, go ahead.
I was going to say, since Scott's not here, he did put his favorites out on our private chat.
I didn't see that. No.
Yeah.
If you could read let's start with Scott then, and you can read those for us, Kevin, please.
All right. So he says,
if he says room service, I'm going to smack him.
yeah. All right. Scott says his favorite tracks are Dressed to Kill, Two Timer, Love Her All I Can, Anything for My Baby, not necessarily in that order.
Okay.
So that's his limited input with him not being here.
So no Come On and Love Me?
So that's one of my favorite tunes right there.
Yeah, I like that one too. Yeah. Okay, so since Kevin's talking, why don't you tell us your top picks for this album?
So, first off, the production I think is much better on this album than Hotter Than Hell.
I agree.
However, I do like Hotter Than Hell as a whole, songwriting wise, more than this one myself. But this has got some real gems on. What was that? Was that a raspberry you just did there, or what was
No, it's my daughter closing her bedroom door.
Oh, so I love Getaway. Peter Criss singing an Ace Frehley written tune there. That's a good song.
Oh yeah,
Rock Bottom is beautiful. I just love that. I was always disappointed, and next week we're going to do a live as a review, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I was always disappointed on a live that they didn't do the extended guitar intro to Rock Bottom. They like cut it in probably a quarter of the actual length that it is on Dressed to Kill. It's just such a beautiful melodic thing. I don't even know what it is. I mean, Scott might, but I was told that it was mandolins actually and not acoustic guitars. I don't know if that's true or not.
It could be. They do sound different.
Yeah. So those are two of my favorite songs on side one. Side two, definitely. Oh man, I'm looking. Come On and Love Me. It opens with Anything for My Baby. She, Love Her All I Can. Right there. It's 4 songs. All right, take it back. This is much better than Hotter Than Hell. This is those 4 songs, man. They're every one of those is a classic, man. Like Anything for My Baby, Love Her All I Can. They're both like mini drum solos in both those songs. Love them both. I used to play Come On and Love Me, my other Kiss cover band. We're doing Love Her All I Can now, and I sing the lead in that one too. Even though it's a Paul lead, but I do sing the lead on that.
You have to post that.
Yeah, right now we don't have any. We may have something, but I don't want to post anything on the YouTube site without the 4 of us. I got a lot of a three-man band video, but I want to try to keep it current.
Well, you guys have it ready now.
Yeah. So Rock and Roll All Night is a closer, which at this point it's just another Freebird to me, man. I'm just tired of it.
Okay.
Tired of it. Rock and roll anthem. Yes, I get it. And that kind of thing. It is fun to play. We do play that one as well. But if I never hear that song again, it'd be too soon.
Yeah. I get that. How about you, Taylor?
Well, I wanted to read something about the reception about the album when it first came out. So Dressed to Kill peaked at number 32 on the Billboard 200 album chart, and it was certified gold by the RIAA on February 28th in 1977. And Come On and Love Me and Rock and Roll All Night were released as singles, but they failed to rise up the charts, which they're probably the most popular songs, I guess, on the album. I think that Rock Bottom's probably my favorite.
Your personal favorite?
Yeah, personally, that's my favorite. But I know those two are like probably the most popular, and Rock and Roll All Night is probably their most well-known song ever.
Yeah.
And kind of been a staple ever since. She is a good song too, actually. Those might be my top two on the album. There was a quote from Hi-Fi for Pleasure that said of the album, "Hopefully the coming and going trendiness of Kiss won't leave them high and dry. We're so desperately short of showman rock band albums that these feel like fresh air and are rare, but the signs are there that they've been pronounced a bit too proficient to be really heavy." So I guess there was like a weird criticism. They didn't think this album was heavy enough, but I think it's a pretty good one. I think a lot of the songs got more fame later when they were on Alive, but
yeah, they said like the recording of the first 3 albums were pretty much, none of the band was very happy with them, and they didn't think it basically let people see what they really were like and what they sounded like. So until Alive came out, you didn't really get to hear what Kiss sounded like. So really there was a disservice in the recording process with the first 3 albums. So I do think that after Alive, the first one came out, that they just shot up as far as production, songwriting, and everything else. So do we have this?
we do.
You want to take a little detour, and then I can throw my...
Yeah, the only other thing I wanted to say was that Room Service is simultaneously my most hated Kiss song and one of my most beloved Kiss songs.
So why is that?
Because it's extremely goofy and very bizarre.
Well, Room Service, you do what you feel. Room Service, you get a hot meal.
I could not get it out of my head this morning when we were listening to it.
But you know what? This album cover is one of my favorites. See that car behind them right there, Taylor? I had one like that.
What is that? Is it a Maverick?
I think it's either a Pinto or the Bobcat, but I think they both have the same body styles. And yeah, so if I remember the story, and maybe Kevin can correct me, that Bill Aucoin, those are Bill Aucoin suits. That those guys didn't even own a suit. So for this photo opportunity, they went to New York City, and that Aucoin basically hooked them up with his suits. Is that true, Kevin?
Yeah, I heard that the only one that actually owned a suit was Peter, but I don't know whether that's actually Peter's suit or if they're all Bill Aucoin suits, which would explain the high waters that they're all wearing and why Peter's actually seemed to fit. Who knows? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, because I always thought those like clogs that Gene is wearing and the polka dot tie was absolutely hilarious. That with the cuffed sleeve.
According to the Wikipedia article, while the album cover depicts Kiss in business suits, the only member of the band who actually owned one was Peter Criss. The suits were on the cover, but the rest of the band were owned by manager Bill Aucoin. The original vinyl release album had the Kiss logo embossed around the picture. The photograph of the band on the album cover was taken on the southwest corner of 23rd Street and 8th Avenue, looking north in New York City.
Yeah, you know what? All their marketing, all their advertising and licensing has always been top notch, man. Their art direction is amazing. When I saw this album, I was like, what the heck? I laughed my butt off, man. It's like Kiss is going legit, man. They're in business suits. Hey, Taylor, okay. Oh, go ahead, Kevin.
Do you have this on vinyl?
Hell yeah, I do.
Do you have it with the embossed logos? Because they started printing it afterwards, and it was just like you see it there, just like ink, logo around there. It wasn't embossed anymore.
Yeah, I have the embossed raised lettering around the photo. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have all the early Kiss albums. The only one I couldn't find, I wanted to share with you guys on one of these Kiss Corners was, and this is what upsets me. This is how life works, man. You guys sit down. This is how life works. The things you love the most are the things that will be taken away from you. Because my first Kiss album, and actually one of my first albums at all, was Kiss Alive 2. And I've talked about it here, where I got it on Christmas Day. And it just floored me. I was like, yes, yes. I played that thing constantly for probably 2 or 3 months, punished my parents, you know, to the nth degree. And I can't find it now. I have every Kiss album. I even have double platinum and Dynasty, but I do not have Alive 2 in my collection. So it really bums me out because that was the first Kiss album I ever got. Yeah.
We just got a super chat for $2. Thank you from F Google, who says, "What song would you karaoke?" If you're, I'm assuming you're talking directly about on this album.
Okay, well, okay, let's start with Kevin. What one would you do on this album? Or actually, let's do it this way. Let's do which one would be your favorite to do in general, and then what would be your favorite on this album to karaoke? It's not quite fair because Kevin karaoke these things every day and performs his stuff.
Well, love her all I can.
Oh, because that's the song you.
I mean, that's
that's
the song. That's the song. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let me
also come on to love me would be a fun one.
Okay. Let me rephrase this. Okay. So for Kevin, since he isn't a Kiss cover band, let's just say you're at a karaoke bar in the middle of Japan. In the middle of Japan, tons of strangers, and you have to sing a Kiss cover. Which song would you karaoke? Acapella. You have no revenge behind you.
Could it be any Kiss song? Or are you talking off of this album?
Yeah. This one is any Kiss song.
Okay, this one is all right. So I got a story for you.
Oh no.
I'm actually pretty good at karaoke with the song Domino.
Domino.
Off of Revenge. And on my birthday, a couple years back, we all went out to this bar for wings because it was like free wings, a wing for each year of your birthday. So,
ooh, yeah.
So they ran out of wings. Anyway, it was karaoke. It was karaoke night. It happened to be karaoke night, and they had Domino, which I love to do for karaoke. And it's not a it's, the subject matter of the song could offend some people.
Well, choose Christine 16.
and my girl loves to talk about it because there was a family there. There was like a pastor and his wife and the kids there, and they were doing karaoke and all that. And then I was next in line, and I'm singing this song. When that bitch bends over, I forget my name.
It's amazing they even had that in the karaoke song.
Yes, I know.
But you know what? Having hear you say that, I think that would probably be the most fun song to do because I love just going domino, domino.
Yeah. All right, it's a lot of fun.
That would be
mine.
Yeah. So Taylor, what would be yours from Dress to Kill, and what would be your just favorite to karaoke?
Well, first of all, it'd be really cool if we get all the Kiss Corner guys down. We should go to, there's a really weird karaoke bar in Little Tokyo. We should go and karaoke Kiss songs.
Okay.
That would be amazing.
A live remote.
Oh gosh.
Keep those super chats coming so we can plan a live remote.
Well, off of this album, you got to do room service because it'd be hilarious. And I know the lyrics more thoroughly to it because it's in my head the entire day. So room service in this one. In general, I can't believe you didn't say Back in the New York Groove because that would be a great one to have other people join in on.
Ooh, because they could sing the chorus.
I'm back.
Yeah, that would be a good one. Yeah,
that'd be a good one.
Okay, I think, but I have a qualification though. I would have to do this song off this album with Scott Palacios, and we would have to trade off vocals on possibly Kevin's least favorite Kiss song, "Rock and Roll All Night," because it would be so much fun to trade off vocals with Scott. in a karaoke setting. So that would be from this album. I would love to do that. And I will do that. If we ever do this, I will do that song with Scott. And then
I'll check with the Japanese place, see if they have Wi-Fi so we can live stream.
we got to get Kevin here. Or Kevin can do one through the speakers. Or
He's got to be here. It's the only way.
Maybe we could pre-record one. We could just
have a cutout of him.
Yeah. We'll do it like, you know how Queen does the tribute to Freddie Mercury. He's on the big screen. We'll have Kevin up on the big screen. We're going to take over the world exactly the way Kiss did.
Yeah.
Okay, so my favorite overall, and I have a story behind this one too, is Shout It Out Loud. Because when I was young and we cut out those fake guitars out of plywood and we would do our Kiss routines in the garage, that's always the song we did. So we would always do Shout It Out Loud. So I think that would be my overall karaoke song that I would love to do.
Do You Love Me would be a good one too.
Do you love me? Really love me?
You really like what do you say? My
limousine.
Yeah.
You like the way the wheels roll. You like my 7-inch
leather heels.
And all the money, honey. Okay. So this is for Kevin, and I hope this doesn't put Kevin into like some kind of or what is it called? Or when you go back, when you start getting sick again.
Remission.
Remission.
Is it remission?
No, it's the opposite.
It's the opposite. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
The opposite.
Yeah.
The opposite of remission. Okay, Kevin, you sitting down?
I'm sitting down.
Okay, go ahead, Taylor.
Which part am I talking about?
Okay, wait, I'm going to write this down because I don't want to spoil this.
Oh, here we go. I hope I can find it because I have so many fun. Look at these.
Clearly not Todd McFarlane toys.
It's a good likeness.
That is a pretty good likeness. Absolutely is.
There is.
Holy cow.
That looks a lot like Peter Criss, so you have to admit.
It does. It does.
It looks like Peter Criss in a wig. That looks nothing like Gene Simmons.
Well, it kind of does.
This is the best one.
No, that one's not even close. Look at the hair.
His face is a little sunk in.
They would do so much better just doing molded hair for these things instead of trying to make lifelike hair because it just doesn't work at that scale.
But look at this beautiful mane.
Where's Ace? You don't got to blow up a vase?
We have him in the group shot. So there he is, the spaceman.
He's the rarest.
He's the rarest.
Now, where did you find these?
You don't want to know. We dig deep, you guys, to bring you the best and the up-to-date Kiss info. Taylor and I dig deep.
You know what though? I just noticed they're all wearing these white shoes. I don't think never mind. I guess they were all
everybody
wearing
but
shoes.
Paul, I guess. Yeah.
I love Ace looks the coolest in his pose though.
Okay, check out the people on the street corner right there. They're all laughing their butts off, but that one kid's like, what the heck is going on? This is not Halloween.
He never forgot this.
No. You know what? He grew up to become the front man for Funkadelic. They were basically the Black Kiss.
Like, look how cool Ace's poses. He looks very suave.
He looks very Mongolian there.
As Peter put it.
Yeah.
Looks very Mongolian.
Paul's pose here is actually better than what they went with, I think.
He's quizzitive.
He is.
He's thinking like, what's going on? She looks like a deer in the headlights, man. He looks so young and innocent there. Look at his eyes, are big round eyes.
Skinny.
He's like,
look how skinny they all are.
Yeah, well, that's what the lack of food and money will do to you.
I don't know if this quite fits.
My favorite is beat up clogs, though.
It's pretty hilarious. Guy's done.
That I think that is that a woman. She's just laughing her butt off,
throwing her arm up to be like. Yeah, we found these from the darkest depths of the internet, and they come with little mini albums.
Yeah,
the packaging is really cool on those though. Yeah.
It looks like the old Mego toys, right? Like those, like superhero toys and stuff. The blister package.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know when these came out.
Album released March 19th, 1975.
These would be the ultimate convention gift if anybody is listening and has access to these.
All right, Kevin's birthday is coming up. He needs a demon action figure from Dress to Kill.
It's officially licensed too.
Yes, yes. So, am I the only one who hasn't chimed in on Dress to Kill?
Yeah. So, how do you? What is your? Give us your favorite.
Let's go back to the album. The album graphic. Yes. So, I like this one a lot more than Hotter Than Hell. It does have some pretty hilarious songs that Taylor has pointed out, like Room Service.
The most hilarious song.
And what is it? What is it?
Two Timer?
Is it Two Timer?
Two Timer's a good one, though.
I thought there was one. I guess it is Room Service. But what is the one that goes, is it Come and Love Me? It's like You Were Near. Or no, you were. Now you're near. I can feel your face inside.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, that's Come On and Love Me.
Yeah, yeah. Even though the lyrics are like, what does it say? I'm a Capricorn and you're a dancer.
A dancer or
or a dancer, romancer. Yeah, Capricorn.
She's
and she's
a cancer.
I love that, but the hook is so strong. Like, come on and love me.
Yeah, that's a great tune.
Yeah, so I think, and I'll agree with you, Kevin. The intro to Rock Bottom, when I first heard that as a kid. You know, when you're a kid, I don't know, your emotions run high and you haven't heard a lot of music. That intro, the mandolins or whatever it was, actually moved me. Like, it was like touching.
Yeah.
Because especially in context of the rest of the album, I was like, oh, the sensitive side of Kiss, you know? Of course, it was before Beth. and
right.
Cried out loud.
You can't help it.
Like a baby.
We just got another super chat from Pope Fire, the Starfire God, for $1.99. Thank you. She says, I got a Nightwind figure today for my so my Starfire has a friend. Pope Fire, this is Kiss Corner.
You know what? What you have to do for us, Pope, is get some makeup and put some white clown makeup on your action figures, and then paint some Kiss faces on them.
I think your Starfire needs another friend. I think she needs Catman.
She needs the Catman.
Look how welcoming.
Yeah, with his little blister knuckle.
He looks like a superhero figure here.
That's nothing like the suit that he had on in that cover, though. That's more of a Bill of Coin suit than that one.
Let's see the color. Oh yeah, it's not the same.
Could you just imagine those poor little Chinese women that were sewing all those little suits?
These tiny, they're well made. Look at them.
Yeah, they're stitched together very well. And that's a real tie. You can actually untie it and tie it.
Pretty cool.
Okay, so yeah, so Rock Bottom, I do think it has one of the better intros, and they did kind of neuter it in the live album. So treat yourself. Go to the studio version. It's very cool. Rock Bottom. Great hook. It's one of the more rockin' tunes on the album. And Come On and Love Me. The verses are kind of strange, but the hook is so damn strong. It's one of my favorite songs. And so then, of course, She, which is a staple of the Kiss, even live still. Don't they play it every once in a while still?
Yeah, they played it in the past. I don't know how recently, but no, they've done that in the past.
I think I heard them when they were in Austin. I think I heard them play that song. And then this is where I differ with Kevin. Kevin and I, one of these days, we're going to come to full-on blows, man. Because I think Rock and Roll All Night is a badass song. And I love everything about it. I love that it's an anthem. I love that it's an anthem that's so is ingrained with this band, like it's a signature song. And I am a sucker for, like, even when the Beatles would do it, when the two main vocalists trade off,
Yeah.
on lead vocal duties, and when they do that in the song, I think it's so awesome. It's some of my favorite stuff. So I know it's kind of effed out by Kevin's standards, but I still really think it's a strong song, and it will always be one of my favorites. So I think overall, I like it. I like it a little bit more. Personally, I like it more than Hotter Than Hell. I still think the first album, out of the three that we've reviewed already or talked about, the first album is still the strongest of the three. How do you guys feel?
I think so. I was just thinking because somebody in the chat brought this up. This was someone in the Draken says, "So how much of their hair is fake?" This was real right here because they actually had long hair at that point.
Yeah.
These guys are probably in their early mid-20s.
This was early on.
This is early, man. This is 75, 74.
I think it's at 75, yeah.
75. So
this is before hip replacements.
I do think Rock Bottom is the strongest song on the album, even though Rock and Roll All Night is the one that kind of transcended and became the most popular, if not one of the most popular of the band as a whole.
Here in local LA radio, they played that song. And you know what? To their credit, I remember hearing the studio version played live on the radio, even before the live version came out, because they usually talk about that the live versions of these songs broke the band, and especially Rock and Roll All Night. But I do remember hearing the studio version on the radio well before Alive came out. So that thing was already getting some attention, at least local LA radio it was.
Yeah, I think I can play it.
Go ahead.
I discovered them with the Alive album. I mean, I don't know that I ever heard them on the radio until my buddy actually picked up the Live album, and he says, "Check these guys out." And I was instantly hooked on the band. And that was pretty much, I think, when the album came out, the Live album came out. I never heard of them. And then of course the song just took off. Don't want to get too much into the Alive album because that's another conversation for next.
You mean the song "Rock and Roll All Night" took off?
Yeah, "Rock and Roll All Night," man. That's what put them on the map. The live version of that song. So
yeah, because when you read the history books, it always says the live version. But here, I do remember hearing the studio version before the live version came out.
Yeah, because it was a single, but it didn't really
resonate.
It didn't resonate until afterwards. With the live version of it.
So how do you chime in, Kevin, on the first three albums that we've talked about? What do you think's the strongest of the three?
It's a toss-up. For me, it's a toss-up between Hotter Than Hell and Dressed to Kill.
Really?
Oh
yeah. God. We are totally going to come to blows on one of these.
I think Dressed to Kill is way superior.
I think Dressed to Kill is far more superior than the first album.
Wow.
But I got a love for Hotter Than Hell, man. So I'm torn between the two. Right.
But but right now, Dressed to Kill and the first Kiss album. Why is Dressed to Kill superior to the first Kiss album? I'm interested in hearing this.
Well, aside from Black Diamond, which is probably one of the best, written Kiss songs I think ever. It's just got a lot of good material on it, man. Dressed to Kill. I mean, just like all the songs that I were my favorites on here, like the whole side too. And for you, Art, I'll throw in Rock and Roll All Night. The whole side two of the album is a complete.
Wait a minute, Kevin, are you throwing up the white flag here?
I'm not. No. I'm acknowledging that the song has merit because of what it's done for the band. That's all I'm saying. Right?
Okay, I hear you.
But there's so much great material on this album.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Because I don't know. Maybe I just can't get past that Black Diamond and Detroit Rock City. And you know what?
Detroit Rock City. Detroit Rock City.
I'm just picking out my favorite Kiss songs. Yeah, those and then even Rock and Roll All Night. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm going back to the first album. The reason I think I like the first Kiss album so much is because of Black Diamond.
Right. That's a great song. It's absolutely. I mean, no denying that. You know, but one song does not make an album. You know? Right,
but it did for Heaven or Hotter Than Hell, because if that didn't have Parasite on it. Okay, wait, the action figures didn't break Kevin, but that broke Kevin. That's cool.
Let this face haunt your nightmares.
Yeah, let this face haunt your nightmares.
Okay. Right. I had to mute myself for a moment there. I'm back.
Are you?
We got a super chat from a Fire for $1.99. Says off topic for life. We can always count on you for that.
Okay. No, she's got to do the Kiss makeup on a Starfire action figure or something. You know, you take a photo, bring it to us, and you'll be the center of attention on Kiss Corner.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. So how are we going to do this next bit, Taylor?
All right.
Because this next is a visual bit for you, Kevin. This is a visual beat.
This will take me a moment to set up. I just want to make sure that this all goes right.
Okay.
Let's see.
They see that?
No.
You actually won't be able to see my. Yeah, you would be able to see my reaction if I.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Let me just do this quick and see.
Okay, we'll get to see a sick Kevin.
Oh. Okay, is there anything we don't want to see on the camera?
I got my iPad down here, but other than that, it's okay. You want me to put this in front of it?
Yes.
So you can get over here?
If you can.
It's pretty dark in here. I'm okay with this.
All right.
Kevin is sitting up, so that's monumental.
There we go.
All right, Kevin.
I'm going to click the screen.
Yeah, lock it on us. Yeah.
All right.
All right, Kevin. This is for you, my friend. This is what you've done to poor Taylor.
See if I can.
This is eBay.
This was sent to Taylor's house.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Those are Taylor's hands.
Hey, you can tell by my tattoo.
She's a hand model.
It's not a candy. It's DNA. Let's see if I can open this.
Okay.
Properly. Now the pressure is on.
The pressure's on.
What's inside.
Yeah, don't damage what's inside. Pressure's cargo.
What the heck?
All right, here we go. Here, give me the knife. I'll hold it for you, and then stab you in the back with it.
No. Ooh, bubble wrap. Wait, I may still need it. Oh, wait, no.
Oh, I think I can see right through that bubble wrap.
Let's see if I can pull this up dramatically. What?
Hell yes.
That is awesome. I have that. I wonder why.
You worked on it.
Yes.
For over 25 years, Kiss has ruled the music scene, bringing excitement to over 2 generations of rock fans. Now, Todd McFarlane, Kiss, and Image Comics, and I was going to say Kevin Conrad, but I didn't actually say that on here.
Wait a minute.
What the hell?
Heck?
Bring you Kiss Psycho Circus Book 1, a collection of the first 6 issues of the sold-out Kiss Psycho Circus comic book. Check it out. Oh, wait, I'll read the synopsis. Enter the Psycho Circus and meet the Carnival of the Damned, Ringmaster, Animal Wrangler, the Jester, and the Stilt Man, and their otherworldly counterparts. Demon, King of Beast, Starbearer, and Celestial. This special edition includes an introduction by Gene Simmons and a peek at artist Angel Medina's sketchbook.
Welcome to the show.
Very nice.
Let's see if we can find them credits here.
Yeah, Kevin did some killer artwork.
Get to the credits and get up close to my name. Yeah.
Wait a minute, Kevin's not in the credits? What?
Wait, where are the credits? The introduction. You know what?
Wait a minute, Gene Simmons introductions before the credits?
Yeah, hold on.
There's got to be last page.
Here, let's see.
Does it have a picture of Kevin?
Biographies.
Oh, there's Kevin.
Kevin Conrad started drawing comics with his friend Anthony when he was 11 years old. Coincidentally, Anthony was the same friend who turned him on to Kiss at age 14 when he played Kiss Alive for him.
There you go. I just told you that.
Hooked and bought his own copy of the album, wearing it out by playing it over and over. He wasted no time in buying the rest of their albums and filled every inch of his walls with Kiss posters. Is that true?
Oh, that's so true. I got some photos. I have to dig them out for you.
Look at the young Kevin Conrad. That's awesome.
He made his first Kiss concert when he was 16. Since then, Kevin has attended countless Kiss concerts and actually got to meet the band in 1988 when he won a local radio station's contest. Kevin promises that for as long as Kiss Psycho Circus is published, he will put his heart and soul into the project until his last drop of ink is gone.
Ooh.
His past comic book credits include Marvel's X-Book, Spawn, Spawn Blood Feud, that was my favorite Spawn, Witchblade, Tales of Witchblade, The 10th, Shattered Image, Wildcats, and Weapon Zero.
All right.
There you go.
So there you guys go. That's Kevin's claim to fame. Kiss Psycho.
Nice.
This book is expensive, you guys. Like it's kept its value and then some. And it's kind of hard to find, actually. So I'm very proud.
Very nice.
So we got to get Kevin over to the West Coast so he can sign your book.
And then we can go to
Absolutely.
Karaoke. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Killer.
Very cool. That is awesome.
So Kevin, you are much loved here on Kiss Corner.
Well, love you guys back, man.
Aw.
Thank you. I've known you forever now, right? Like
I know.
years, like 25 years probably, right?
It's been a long time. It was 93. It was when I got into the business. So, and you were very beneficial in helping me through the business. So it had to be 93.
Okay.
2003, 2013, plus 26 years. Yeah, you're right on the money, man.
So that was the day of headsets on the phone and fax machines, right?
Yes, that was it. Yeah, fax machines.
Back and forth. Hey, can you check this out? And for some reason, we acted like, yeah, this is good quality resolution, and we'd still like maybe ink it more like this, and then send it back through, and then it would just digitize. Like everything was stacked and everything. It was horrible, but somehow we got through it, right?
It translated, and I learned quite a bit from you. That's for sure.
Yeah, those were good times, and we're continuing to have good times. So, did we cover everything, Taylor?
We did. We covered everything, although we didn't. Well, we got Scott's pick still too because he isn't here.
Yeah, so somehow we always get the fallen member into the show. So I'm glad that Kevin stepped up, even though he's very, very ill. So thank you so much, Kevin. You're a trooper.
Oh, thank you, man. I didn't want to miss it. I'm glad it was today and not yesterday.
Yeah. Kiss Army is strong with him.
Well, feel better, and don't forget, guys, check out it's already in the description. Check out the new channel for Revenge, the Kiss cover band.
Yeah, so the image you're seeing too, like Kevin's icon, that's how Kevin looks on stage. So Kevin, the whole band gets into the theatrics of Kiss. So the pyrotechnics aren't quite what Kiss is yet, right, Kevin? Yet?
Yeah, we're working on that. Yeah, we're getting our permits.
So Kevin's going to start spewing blood and spitting fire soon. So, yeah, and if anybody, I keep making this pledge, if there's anybody that runs shows, conventions, things like that on the West Coast here, we have to get Revenge here to do a show because it may be the only way that I ever get to see Kevin again. Wait a minute. Okay, so it was late? No, it was early last year that we did what show together? Was it Kansas City?
I think it was Kansas City.
Okay, it was the one.
It was Kansas City. Yep, it was.
Oh God, remember that burger place? What was BB? Amanda found it.
Yes, I couldn't even tell you the name of it, but yeah, we had a big table of felt like a bunch of big shots.
Yeah,
at one table there. It was pretty nice.
Who was all there with us?
Jonathan Glapian was there.
Of course,
Nat Jones.
Yeah,
and I. Nicole Jelinek, my friend here on the East Coast. Who else?
She had a booth too, right?
She did. She had a booth right behind me. Yep.
Oh my gosh, you guys! Okay, check this out, Taylor. I'm so excited. Kevin, and was there another partner as well? Was there three of you?
No, because I actually, Nat and I actually combined our booths, so we had one big booth. So that was.
Yeah, but you had 4 sides, right?
No, not that I recall.
No, your girlfriend had the one side. You guys had the others, but you had the front and back side too, didn't you? You had a whole square, didn't you?
No, the other square was another girl. I don't know who that was. So I don't remember her name.
So you had 3 sides. So it was a complete square. So you had half of the square, right?
Yeah, Matt and I had half. Nicole had the other quarter, and then there was a girl on the other.
But you had the whole front piece, and then you had half of each side, and then the other half had the other half of the booth, and then they had a whole, like 2 tables wide.
Yeah, it was big.
Anyways, it was huge, and then you had a banner over the top too, I think, with all your prints and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, when Kevin does shows, he doesn't mess around. It's like Kiss, man. He's got rigging and things are flying all around, and yeah, it was pretty awesome. I had my own. I had a little booth I was tucked away with curtains.
Oh, please! You had a nice space there, man. You were set up better than I was.
I don't know about that, but yeah, you had a killer spot, man. So yeah, those were good times. So we got to get I got to get invited back to the East Coast, or you got to get over here so we can hang again.
Or meet in the middle somewhere like that again. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. Hey, would your band be open to that if there was like a midway point?
Man, if there was some way we could, logistically do it, and the whole thing is, equipment. And it probably wouldn't make any sense to. It wouldn't make any sense to drag equipment. It would make more sense, I think, to rent. In a situation like that, but I don't know. I mean, logistically, I don't know how we could make it work without the Kiss jet.
Without the Kiss jet, yeah. Anyways, if anybody's listening that's in the Midwest and has a convention, that's on the table too. We just have to figure out how to get Kevin's drum set there. Because Kevin, if you come out here, you can use mine.
Oh yeah, you might regret that.
Mine isn't quite as Kiss rigged up as yours, but it's pretty good size.
You have to insure your cymbals.
The cymbals I have. Okay, we're probably going off on tangents now. We're losing everybody. The cymbals I have are like the original Zildjian Turkish. Like God, when I got them, they were already like 20 years old.
Oh my God, you don't want me touching those.
These things are probably, I don't know, 50, 60 years old now.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I would, by the end of the show, every one of them would be cracked. So
you know what don't hold up is those pasty cymbals. Those things don't hold up very well. But these Zildjians, they're pretty powerful. They take a whacking. I don't know if they take a whacking from you, Kevin, but they take a whacking.
Yeah.
Okay. So, go ahead, Kevin.
No. I was just gonna say, but yeah, I don't think you want me touching your cymbals.
Well, you can fly with your cymbals then.
Yeah.
Pope Fire says, I believe she's referring to Kevin. I like this dude. He has passion.
I like
thank you.
And F Google says, revenge. And then he says, non-ironic rock needs to come back and be unapologetic.
Oh my gosh, yes, non-ironic rock. That's a great way of putting it. Because the other Kiss, when I was talking about that I couldn't put it in
that's the best
those clear terms, but that's what I'm talking about, where like a lot of things are real tongue-in-cheek now. Like they have to somehow make reference that it is kind of campy or corny.
Right. Yeah,
these things were very matter of fact. They just put this stuff out there. They were serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we should probably, because we kind of derailed this episode or this live stream, because we were going to do, well, I've been talking a lot. Taylor, go ahead and tell them what we were going to do and what we'll do next week if we can get Scott.
If we get Scott next week, we're going to talk about meeting the band members, stories, meeting actual, which I don't have experience with that, but all of you guys do, I believe. And then what else are we going to talk about? I thought we had a second topic.
It will be the album.
It would be Kiss Alive next week, right?
Finally, yeah. I think we can all agree on that one.
Yeah, so Kiss Alive is the next album that we will be talking about. And and we may have some surprises. We'll see. We'll see, like we had today.
Yeah, we'll find something. This time was action figures. All right.
And, you know, if you want to reference the songs and you can't play the original Kiss tunes, you could always go to the Revenge site and play them.
Ooh.
Any of the videos that we may have of the songs that are actually on Alive.
I wonder if we could get away with that. We should try
I think
that.
we could, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys, after we sign off on this, go over to the link is in the description, and go check out Revenge. That's Kevin Conrad's Kiss cover band, and Kevin is the drummer extraordinaire of that band. So he also does some lead vocals as well. So they're very cool. I've seen the videotapes and stuff that Kevin showed us, and it's a very cool band. So, Kevin, do you have anything to plug?
That's it. You know, we got some shows coming up. The actual comic book convention is coming up. One here in Albany in March, April. What is it? Great Philadelphia Con. May would be Nickel City Con. Phillipsburg is also in April, I believe. Phillipsburg Comic Con. Working on. Do you ever do anything for what is it? I just went out of my head. I'm making a piece for what is it? Heroes? Is that it? I can't remember the name of it now. Anyway, I'm doing a David Finch piece of Batman. There was like 24 inkers that were asked to contribute.
You talking about Inkwell stuff?
Inkwell Awards, yes.
Okay.
Are you ever involved with that? I don't ever remember seeing you involved.
I get
with
awards from them.
You get awards for them. Well, that's even better.
And
even better.
When I get an award, I go to their ceremonies.
Nice.
That's the Hero Con in Charlotte, right?
Yeah, I think that's where they're located now. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think Kevin Nolan gave me my award. Either that or Tim Townsend. So both were, you know, it was an honor. So yeah, you know, I always want to. I just never have the time. Gotcha. So you're going to do a piece, and then that's for their auction, right? So they can.
Yeah. I've been doing for like the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, what I'll do sometimes for Bob Allman is the guy that's putting together, and also he's a great advocate for inkers and things like that. So if you guys don't know, Inkwell Awards, if you're an artist, donate a piece of artwork. That's what I do. I just donate a piece of artwork because I don't have time to generate a new piece. Donate to them. And because he does all, you know, Bob and his crew do all this in their spare time. And they really celebrate the ink arts, the comic book ink arts. So they're doing the Lord's work, and Kevin is going to do a Dave Finch piece for them.
Yeah, I'm working on a Dave Finch piece this year. Last year it was.
Was it Jim Lee?
No, that was the year before. I did that as well. Oh God, I'm on my mind. I'm sorry, I'm sick. I'm embarrassed I couldn't remember the name of the Inkwell Award. But no, I've been working with them now for about 4 or 5 years, and every year it's always an opportunity because sometimes I get to work on somebody I've never worked on before. Yeah,
it's a great organization, and they do really trumpet the ink arts, and we could do a whole episode on the ink arts and how I feel about that, and maybe Kevin and I will do something on. We could schedule a Hacks Chat, Kevin, where we talk about inks.
Yes, I'd love to do that too.
So,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, so maybe we could do that in the future. So we already we let everybody know what we're going to do next week, right? So next episode is going to be our tales or our brush with greatness, right? So our brush with members in the flesh. And so then we're going to have a round robin discussion about Kiss Alive, their first live album. So we'll do that on a very special Kiss Corner. And you guys, we've been trying our hardest to make sure that we do it Friday around 2 o'clock. So we are going to try to keep this schedule. So in the chat, you guys, if this schedule works for you, please let us know, because so far it seems to really be working, and we're building a following, and people are starting to figure out, you know, where we are and what time we are going on. So I think it's helping. And do you have any parting shots, Taylor?
Well, I will do, for those of you that were asking before in the last video, we do read the comments after. I will be doing the Kiss makeup thing. Just let me order the supplies. I might actually, I don't know, because I was thinking like I could apply it and show you guys the video if you want to do a reaction, because it'll probably be a hilarious failure as I try to apply the makeup.
We could do it since we have the technology now. You mean like you could do it at home
and then show you
on, or just bring the video in, and then we can just play the video, so you won't have to sit here
and then
you just makeup the whole time. Then we would definitely have the camera turned on you.
But let us know
for
if you
sure.
want me to try to use the old Kiss makeup that Scott spoke about in the worst merchandise, or if you don't mind if it's modern makeup, because I'll try to hunt down that old makeup if you truly want me to suffer.
You
but
probably don't want to use that because that's probably worth money. So
is it?
That and Scott
yeah,
broke
that's a
out.
collector's item. Yeah.
The young Scott Palacios broke out in hives with his Kiss makeup gear.
So that's coming, and don't forget you can also check out Kevin Conrad's art at the link in the description under the kevinconradart.com. Scott isn't with us, but you can check out his sound stuff at SMP Media. I don't know what he's been uploading lately. I got to check it out. You should check it out too. And of course, you can support the book that Art and I have been slaving upon for, I guess, since we started our YouTube career, Black and White.
Yes.
Which is in demand on Indiegogo right now. And don't forget, Oodles of Doodles and other stuff too is on there as a tier right now, which is Art's first art book. It's a hardcover, large size coffee table art book. It's very cool. You can see in the last stream we did, and if you follow Art on Facebook, you'll see in that stream, because we did a Facebook Live video recently, you can get a look at the book. And we eclipsed 50K, so that's why I'm doing the makeup thing, and we are almost to 55K.
Yeah, we're headed
Wow.
5K now, so this is nothing short of monumental. I mean, we were thinking at best, 15,
Yeah.
K. So you guys have blown us away. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for supporting Kiss Corner and the other YouTube shows we do. Thanks for all the super chats, you guys. You guys are the best. Kiss Army, and also shout out to my buddy Scott. Scott, your lack of presence here was majorly missed, my friend. So hope to have you back next week on Kiss Corner. Yes.
So make sure you like and hit that bell for notifications so you never miss a Kiss Corner.
Yes. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.